We're all facing this challenge that pretty much defines modern life, right? It's that constant, nagging feeling of being distracted, pulled in a million directions at once. But this isn't some failure of willpower. It's actually a battle for our brain chemistry. And today, we're going to explore exactly how to win that battle. I mean, you know the feeling. You pick up your phone for just a second, and then you kind of blink. And an hour, maybe more, has just vanished into this black hole of endless scrolling and notifications. It's a trance we all fall into, and it leaves us feeling drained and just wondering, where did my time and my focus actually go?
So what is really happening here? Let's be super clear about this. This is not a personal failure. It's a modern addiction, and it's fueled by a system that's literally designed to keep you hooked. So let's uncover the real reason you're feeling so scattered all the time.
Okay, first things first, and I really want you to hear this. You are not lazy, you are not broken. Your brain is simply reacting to an environment it was never, ever designed for. This constant stream of information and instant rewards, it's just overwhelming its natural systems. It leaves you feeling totally exhausted before your day has even really started.
Now, to understand the solution, we first have to pop the hood and understand the engine. See, there's this really powerful chemical in your brain that basically controls your drive, your ambition, and your focus. It's called dopamine, but, well, it's a little more complex than you might think.
So think of your motivation like the background volume of your life. That steady, consistent level of drive, that's what neuroscientists call tonic dopamine. It's not about these intense moments of pleasure. No, it's the quiet, underlying current that lets you chase long-term goals and just stay focused on what actually matters to you.
And here's where the conflict comes in. Our modern world is totally built on what's called phasic dopamine. You know, those short, intense little spikes you get from a notification, a like, or a funny video. But there's a huge cost. Every single one of those cheap, easy highs actually drains your precious baseline, your tonic dopamine, making it harder and harder to motivate yourself for the stuff that truly matters.
So how do you know if your baseline is running dangerously low? Well, your brain sends out some pretty clear warning signs that it needs a break. Let's see if any of these sound familiar. First up, procrastination just gets extreme. Answering a simple email, doing the dishes, making a phone call, all these tiny everyday tasks start to feel like climbing a mountain. You know you should do them, but you can't summon the energy. The second sign is when things you used to love just start to feel bland, right? That hobby, that book you were excited about, even just a walk outside, they just don't deliver the same satisfaction. This is a classic sign that your brain's reward system has been so overstimulated by cheap thrills that normal, healthy pleasures just can't compete anymore. Third, you find yourself compulsively reaching for your phone, even when you don't really want to. You're not even looking for anything specific. You're just seeking that next tiny hit of dopamine. It becomes a reflex, this automatic behavior you feel kind of powerless to stop. And finally, there's just this constant underlying feeling of restlessness. You can't just sit and be with your own thoughts. The quiet feels uncomfortable, and you're always looking for the next distraction. This is your brain screaming that its baseline is so low, it needs constant stimulation just to feel normal. So if any of that felt a little too real, the good news is you are not stuck. Not at all. There is a simple, really powerful way to reset your brain's reward system and take back control. It's called a dopamine detox. And that's really what this is all about. This is not about punishment or depriving yourself. No way. It's about reclaiming the single most valuable resource you have, your attention. It's about you choosing where your focus goes, instead of letting some algorithm choose for you.
And it's actually incredibly simple to get started. Just pick a day, or hey, even just a few hours. Eliminate the easy, high dopamine hits, social media, streaming videos, junk food. Instead, you intentionally engage in boring activities. Go for a walk without music, read a physical book, or just sit with your thoughts. The whole goal is to give your brain's reward system a much-needed rest.
Now, it might feel a little uncomfortable at first. You're definitely going to feel that urge to check your phone. But that feeling of boredom, that's the feeling of your dopamine receptors healing. You're allowing your baseline to slowly rise back up to its natural, healthy level. You're basically teaching your brain that it doesn't need constant fireworks just to feel okay. But the real magic happens after the reset. What can you expect when you start to intentionally manage your dopamine and reclaim your focus?
This is the payoff. This is why you do it. Mundane tasks don't feel impossible anymore. Your favorite hobbies start to become fun and engaging again. You feel more present in your own life, and that steady, quiet drive, your tonic dopamine, it comes back online, ready to power your real, long-term goals.
So let's just end with this. In a world that is constantly, relentlessly fighting to capture and sell your focus, taking a step back to reset isn't a luxury. It is an absolute necessity. It's a declaration that you are in charge of your own mind. So the only question left is, what is your attention truly worth to you?